So how do we do this? How do we live in a society that is so diverse and potentially polarizing? How do we, instead of staying in our camp, defending ourselves and trying in fear of losing what we believe to be true and right, not get pulled into a mudslinging gender war? How do we do this? How do we even live in this place? I think Chris Vallotton, author of Moral Revolution, has landed on one of the keys. And he says this, he says, our culture has accepted two huge lies. The first is that if you disagree with someone, you must hate or fear them. The second is that to love someone means you must agree with everything they say and do. Both are nonsense. You do not have to compromise to be compassionate. So then the question remains, how do we live in our values while still maintaining healthy, respectful, open relationships and conversations with people we completely disagree with? As with most issues, the answer is rooted in love, as Chris Vallotton alluded in his quote. We need to create a culture where disagreement doesn't equal hate, where voices of debate are not cancelled but welcomed, and where I can stand in my convictions and worldviews confidently and lovingly engage with people who I think are totally wrong. So we all agree that love is great. We all want to love, we all want to be loved. But what does it actually look like to stand in your convictions, to not compromise what you believe to be right and true about humanity and society and the way we thrive, while at the same time being compassionate to someone who completely disagrees with you and you can actually see as a threat to what you believe is your way of life and your fundamental right to live? So in your classroom discussion, I want you to get really practical. What does love look like in this war zone? What does it look like to love one another in a time where we can completely disagree with one another and actually see each other as enemies in a sense?